Hello friends, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Planescape Torment. This is episode 36, probably. I feel like I should start the episode by mentioning my webcam setup, because you guys might have noticed that it keeps changing throughout the episodes. I had a mostly working setup, and then I broke it because I was sort of messing with things in OBS. And so then we had like the episode where my webcam was still red for some reason. And then I fixed that, and I'm just sort of still trying to figure things out. So I hope you guys don't mind too much, or maybe it's a source of amusement for you, in which case that's fine. But I feel like it's something I should just bring up because it's something that I definitely keep in mind. But yeah, I still feel like I need to tweak things around just a little bit. So anyway, Planescape. It's been a while since I played, so I will start by reading the journal, which I will of course want to do in any case. Take a handbill to Scofflaw Penn at print shop to be printed. Guildspur, the auctioneer, has asked me to deliver a handbill to Scofflaw Penn, the printer, in exchange for 50 coins. I honestly completely forgot about that because it's not really important, right? Find a skull of great value. Now this one is more important, obviously. Lothar suggested that if I wanted the answers I require, I must pay the price. A skull of great value. Right, Lothar told me to move aside the divan in the center of the room to reveal a passageway leading to caverns below his house. Once there, I am to pass into the catacombs and find a tomb beyond the drowned nations. In that tomb there is a skull of great value. Once I bring this to him, he will return more to me. Of course, I told him that I had already been there and I could not find the skull. Because the tomb he was talking about was apparently my own, which it took me way too long to get that, honestly, in the episode. It was an interesting thing to happen there, for sure. I remember that I was wondering whether the game was counting on me already having been there, or if there was a way to get to Lothar without really getting there in the first place. I still don't really understand the way this game works, which makes sense because I'm playing it for the first time, right? But, yeah. And then he told me to collect another skull to replace the one I could not find in the trapped tomb. Well, did he also tell me where? Not exactly. A skull of great value, that's what he said. And that's it. So I feel we're kind of on our own here, trying to explore the rest of this this region that we have only just accessed, and maybe find something for Lothar. What about these skulls? Oh, so all the skulls speak. See, I had a moment where I was like, are all the skulls just dead people's skulls? Is Mort the only one who's like alive here? Is he the only mimmer here? And apparently not. The other skulls speak too, so that's all right. And we will of course chat with all of them. This skull speaks with a deep voice and a jocular tone. Have you come to learn of truth? I have truth aplenty. Tell me of yourself then. I am Stern, one of the great practitioners of personal peace through intensive redirection of hostilities. This guy has quite the way with words. I love that phrase. Intensive redirection of hostilities. Ah, lovely. So like a pacifist? A hiss escapes this skull's teeth. You mean you're a wizard, an assassin, and a poisoner? Ah, not a pacifist then. I was off only by a tiny bit. However you choose to define it, Grimscarp. Stern turns his attention back to you. I was the best of the lot, so it said. Then how did you wind up here if you were indeed the best? Funny you should mention that. I had a black book given to me in order that I might puzzle out its secrets. I unlocked its powers for a terrible price, one I would gladly pay again, and sharpened my edge considerably. Little did I realize that the book would betray me to another, a mewling rat thing that overwhelmed me in a wave of rodents and tore the flesh from my living bones. The rat went through a series of disciples, each of them betrayed by the book, until it wound up in the possession of the Ratman Mantuak. If you find this book, accept its powers and be rid of it before you suffer the same fate. Okay, that was a lot. A mewling rat thing instantly makes me think of the were-rats, right? A wave of rodents, cranium rats. A series of disciples, though. Mewling rat thing. The rat went through a series of disciples. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what to picture here, apart from the black book. The Ratman Mantuok. So if he's a Ratman, and if Ratman means the were-rats, or just the people in the... the occupants of the area of the catacombs where the rats live, that would be the place to look for, obviously. If you find this book, accept its powers and be rid of it before you suffer the same fate. Huh. Okay, I suppose I will try to remember that. It would be nice if you specified what sort of powers these are, exactly. Sharpened my edge considerably. That's, not really easy to picture. I'll keep an eye out. Tell me of yourself, then.
Updated my journal.
Oh, wait, no, I already asked him to tell me of himself. My bad. I wanted to ask about Lothar, of course. What happened to you, then? Okay, same thing. Okay. What can you tell me of Lothar? What can I tell you of Lothar? I will tell you nothing. Even this bare existence is better than the oblivion he promises, should I speak his secrets. Ah, okay, that's a shame. I was hoping to learn something from these skulls when I realized that they could talk. But, yeah, if they all share his attitude, I suppose that's not the case. So what can you tell me of the other skulls here? Surely that's not illegal. Of the skulls that I will speak to you, I can offer no good words. Their experiences have not been shared with me. Indeed, we have spoken precious little until your arrival. Perhaps, it says with a smirk in its voice, there's something special about your very presence. Possibly. I mean, I do seem to be a pretty special person in this universe. And I'm also the player. Sorry to break the fourth wall. Okay, I will try to make them talk, of course. So there's nothing you can really do to help me then, huh? Quite right, and you're about to be deprived of it. Farewell. Wow, what a rude way. What a rude way to say goodbye. But sure. Let's try this wall then. The skull exhales languorously and speaks in a sultry voice. Why do you disturb my rest? There has been so much happening of late, and while I welcome the sensation, I must confess to desiring the sense of quiet. Same set of questions, I suppose. I was, ocean before the storm, a sensate. Now, alas, I am merely decoration. A sensate, that's a word we have heard before. It's definitely associated with one of the factions. What's that? A sensate is a member of the Society of Sensation, one of the factions of Sigil, located in the Civic Fest Hall in the Cleric's Ward, which holds that the universe can be understood and manipulated only through the senses, and therefore we should accumulate as many varied experiences as possible. I believe I've reached the quota on sitting on a dusty shelf. My boredom threshold is low. Oh, I don't actually think I've heard of the Society of Sensation. I was gonna open up my Steam overlay and write down a note, and apparently my Steam overlay is still broken. I have no idea why that happened. Hold on, I'll try to fix that. Oh, never mind. There it is. I'm an idiot, apparently. Okay, resting spots, factions. There they are. Society of Sensation? Was it? Of Sensation? I would write down their philosophy too, but it's extremely easy to remember. It makes quite a lot of sense, you know? It's sort of, I don't know, it's just easy to remember. Manipulated through the senses, and therefore we should accumulate as many varied experiences as possible. That's a very straightforward conclusion, and it's very actionable, so I feel like I will remember that even without noting this down. Can I do anything for you to help you sharpen up your senses? No, but you're kind to ask. Once I threw myself off the shelf and shattered. Next thing I knew, I was back on the shelf and we were all glued here. When Lothar tires of me, he'll dispose of me. That's quite a funny way to glue him... a funny way to fix that, to glue him back together. You know, I'm just picturing Lothar... I'm just picturing Lothar gluing every single one of those skulls to the shelf by hand. Just no magic, no nothing, just by hand, one by one, every single one of them. That must have taken quite a long time. What can you tell me about Lothar, then? Nothing that he's not willing to tell you himself. Ah. Damn it. Since I don't trust these other skulls not to inform on me, should I say something out of line? I simply won't say anything. Before you ask, yes, I am that scared of him. Well, what could he possibly do to you? I mean, the other guy said something about oblivion or nothingness or something like that. The skull stares at you, and you get the impression it's shivering. There's a remarkable amount of pain one can feel without nerve endings. Not all pain is physical, and not all emotions mental. Those are sensations I do not care to duplicate. It pauses. This interview is at an end. Farewell. Okay, answer a few more questions. Were there actually any other questions there? The skull stares blankly and says nothing. Very well, then. Well, they definitely seem to be scared of him. So he does seem quite as dangerous as I thought, you know? This skull's voice is low and raspy, the sound of flint and steel. I think I've seen you before, stranger. Uh-huh. Where? Cursed. Gate down to Carcery. Cursed? Doesn't ring a bell, does it? Neither does Carcery. Cursed? Gate down? Carcery? What are you, clueless? It's a gate down on the rim of the Outlands. The doorway to the prison plane of Carcery. Ah, the prison plane of Carcery. You know, maybe I should start writing down the planes too. Planes. Carcery. Prison plane. I should have started doing this more thoroughly in episode 1, but hey, what can you do? It's a place of backstabbers and traitors, and it's full of schemes as Abathas's undergarments. Being right next door to Carcery's apt to change a burg's nature. I wouldn't be surprised if the town were about to slide over. Slide over into another plane of existence, you mean? I mean, into Carcery. A burg's nature. Another slang term, I'm guessing. And what do you mean by slide over? When a gate down's beliefs get too much like the plane it borders, the force of that belief is enough to make its bordering plane swallow it whole. Whoa! That is crazy. Okay. So that sort of reinforces the idea of belief making things real, right? I mean, that is... I'm not sure we've heard this before. It's definitely a very interesting detail. Let's keep going. Happens all the time, at least when the anarchists are involved. He speaks this last with a kind of grim pride. Tell me about the anarchists. We are a secret society. Cells of members who work alone, or through directives passed through the network of informants and leaders who remain hidden. Our goal is to tear down the power structure, to free people from the lies of politicians and powers.
to let all lead their own lives of their own volition. We worked in secrecy, and changed our routines constantly to avoid infiltration. My time was decades ago, and so all the secrets I knew are no longer valid, except for the faces I can remember, and even those must have been changed by now.
Interesting how he transitioned to past tense in the midst of his tale. A secret society. I mean, yeah, anarchism doesn't really sound like it would be illegal in this world. I'm kind of sympathetic to this ideology, actually. At least here in the game. Decades ago, though, all the secrets I knew are no longer valid. Well, I mean, you can still tell us about the broad ideals of the ideology of the faction, at least, right? You sound like a paranoid bunch. I don't think so, honestly. I don't want to choose that option because it doesn't really... I just don't think they sound paranoid. I think they... Considering that they are a secret society, in a world like this, where things are things are controlled by ladies of pain and other such individuals, I don't really think they're too paranoid, but that's my only way to progress this conversation, so sure, you sound like a paranoid bunch then.
If a society you belong to thrived on intrigue, infiltration, and the hatred of the established powermongers, you'd be careful too. It's not paranoia when they really are out to get you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That makes complete sense to me.
In our line of belief, someone involved in a triple cross is an amateur.
The Ska regards you evenly for a moment.
I think I'm done speaking with you. Farewell.
Farewell. Ooh, finally I can stop doing the raspy voice. Gotta keep myself hydrated when doing that one. Okay. Learned a bit about the anarchists, not too much though. We did learn that they are a secret society though. I don't think... Well, I definitely didn't know that. Maybe I should have known that, but I definitely did not, so... That is interesting. Shame that the Skull is not really willing to tell us more. This one is Mort, of course. I'm working on it, Mort. Okay, we have... How many walls do we have? 2 more, it seems like. Alright. This strangely shaped skull emits a high-pitched chitter before it speaks to you. Can I help you? Well, who are you? Maybe I should think my dialogue options through more carefully, because it seems like when I pick a specific one, the skulls are no longer willing to talk to me anymore. This is the second time that has happened here, so maybe I'll try to start with the... I don't know. If I choose this, he probably won't be willing to speak at all. So maybe I'll start with what can you tell me of the other skulls on this shelf? They're all most judgmental. Just because they were mostly human skulls, they think they're somehow better than me. I hate them. Well, you must like Lothar then, right? Sneaky transition. No, let's try number 2. That's nice. How did you come to be here? It's embarrassing. I was in rat form looking for some food at the smoldering corpse when, let's just say, I never expected a serving wench to have a silver fork. Mantwalk found me twitching and I wound up here. Well, now this is interesting. First of all, rat form. I did not know that was a thing. So there are individuals who can... When he says rat form, is he speaking of like actual rats, or is he speaking of something else like the were-rats? Can he actually turn into a rat? Because that would be immensely useful for spying and stuff, you know? Looking for some food at the smoldering corpse. I mean, if you're a rat, realistically, people will pay you very little attention, obviously. the owner of the Smoldering Corpse might not be too thrilled to see you there. But in the hive, I expect rats are nothing out of the ordinary, you know? And also Mantuok, who we are actually looking for at the moment. So what can you tell me of Mantuok then?
That sodding hedge wizard! That bubber! I made him what he is today. Years ago when he was just a stinking biped. I found him and made his leg a snack. Tasted like pickled meat. I was drunk for days. Then he shows up. And he could get some fancy book. And I'm yesterday's trash and a decoration on a shelf. Bastard.
Huh. Hedge wizard. I know the word hedge. I know sort of what it means. But I feel like none of what I know about the word actually helps me to understand what hedge wizard means here. He was just a stinking biped? What? So he's like an actual rat now? I'm very confused about this whole rat classification that's going on here, you know? I need someone to give me the breakdown of the rat evolutionary chart or something like that. You know, I need to see, okay, rats and cranium rats, I think I understand, or at least I thought I understood them. But where do were rats fit in? How do people become rats if they were indeed people in the first place? Maybe they were whatever. Like, I have so many questions. I feel like if I had picked the weeping, what was it called? The other area of the catacombs over the Dead Nations, I think I would not be as lost here. A fancy book. That would be the black book that we're looking for then. Do you know any of his secrets? Just, you know, do you happen to know any of them? His secret is that he works for both Lothar and many as one, the cranium rat hive mind. I don't know what he's planning, but it doesn't matter, because I told Lothar all of it anyway. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if Lothar knows this, but it sounds like these rats don't hold anything back, because he's just a very dangerous, cruel, and just unpleasant person to be around, you know? Unpleasant person to have as an enemy. Many as one. Yes, it's been a while since we've heard of the many as one. I mean, the specific term. We've heard of the cranium rats, of course, and we know that they sort of form this hive mind, as it's described here. Okay, secrets, and I could have also asked how to kill him. Shame I didn't, honestly. That maybe that would have been more useful. I mean, works both for Lothar and Benny S1. Lothar and the cranium rats would definitely be at odds. I feel like Lothar is the sort of person who just likes absolute power. I don't know what I'm basing all of this on, by the way. I think just on the general vibe around this place, around the lower ward, because people seem to be very afraid of Lothar. So he's kind of a crime lord slash authoritarian figure. That's how I see him at the moment. Oh, and we can't actually talk to this wall. Okay, so that's the last one. We can go upstairs though, so we might just do that. What is this? Oh, this is the trapdoor. Yeah, it's not a trapdoor, right? Not really, but it leads down to the Drowned Nations and Were-Rats. So yeah, we will definitely come back to that place later. But first, let me... I would very much like to see what he has in his containers, but I feel like he might get angry at me for for stealing from them. Maybe. I mean, I haven't actually had anyone get angry at me in this game. But then again, I haven't really tried breaking into chests in front of too many people. I think I did once or twice, and nothing happened. But You know what? I just saved, so let's just try it for the science because I really want to know how this works. Special ability. That's it.
Might as well.
He turned my way. It's just a skull. Okay. Let's try it again. Another skull. What a surprise. Okay, but I guess you can just do it then? Is there like a hidden dice roll? Is it because Anna is so good at thieving that he just doesn't really notice? I feel like the game might be hiding a dice roll from me, and there is a chance of me being discovered. But I'm not sure. It hasn't happened yet. Bones of the Night? What is this place? Is this like his attic? Down there is his prized collection of skulls, and this is just his attic where the old shit goes, where the things that are not of as much value to him go. Kind of looks like it. Right. Thieving skills? Nothing. Wow. Okay, he's very careful with locking up his chests. He locks up even those that have nothing in them. There's nothing to actually pick up around this place, but it is an interesting room to look around for sure. So first of all, the skull-themed bed is so over the top. That is just ridiculous, okay? And this... Okay, what even are those bones? I'm not like a biologist or an expert on human anatomy, but these bones don't look like... I mean... I guess they could be like the chest bones, the torso, but not really. They look more like deer antlers to me, but it's very difficult to describe. You know, the skull with the bones on the side almost looks like a butterfly to me. Some interesting decoration going on there. Then there are like some skulls that he doesn't just want to display down there, I guess. And interestingly enough, as we go down, they get bigger and bigger. These ones are huge. What the hell is going on with those? Alright. A bone-themed chair. That is so crazy, but it looks so cool. Those legs. It looks cute and horrifying and stupid and cool at the same time, honestly. It's definitely not ergonomic, though. Okay, this looks like a large mousetrap to me. Not mousetrap, fly trap. Like one of those fly-eating plants, maybe. What is this even supposed to be? I mean, I guess it could be like a sofa, but it's already taken. There's a skeleton laying there. Cool. And those are... Is this wood or are those carpets? Huh. Well, so this is how some people live. Honestly, I think you could do worse than that. Hey, nice decor, Lothar. Now let me get out of here. I'll be back with a skull, maybe.
All right.
Back at the wrecked house. Let's go outside and I guess we'll keep exploring then. Alright, let's check out the map. I've still only explored a small part of the lower ward, to be honest, so there are still plenty of places to go. The most important one seems to be... Well, really, my only route seems to be up there, so we'll go around the marketplace and see what's there then. Or maybe I could try to go through here too. By the way, you guys told me that the marketplace, or, well, the area in front of the marketplace is actually pretty good to use as a storage space. In case I ever need to, you know, store any extra things that I don't need to be carrying at all times. Which is, of course, the problem for me, so I think I'll try to... What do I put there, though? Not Ingress's teeth. Those are too valuable, you know? Someone might steal them. What about this pouch? I don't think I need the pouch. It seems kind of worthless, you know? The mortuary key, you know what, I'll put it there. It's been a while since I've needed that. And the mortuary sanctum key too, sure. Guildspur's handbill, no. Let me just switch to some of my other characters and
will be done.
Try the same thing. You know, I just realized this is not the best spot because of the Takola standing in my way. I think I picked like the worst one around. It's okay. It's okay, I can do this. Spiked knuckles, sure. Iron pry bar, okay. Don't need that. Wooden club. Yeah, pretty much the extra weapons are the ones that I don't really need, you know? Because the only way I could reasonably make use of them is if I found new companions. I can't put the fucking container. If I found new companions which need them. And doesn't really seem likely to happen anytime soon. Anyway,
all right.
I'm babbling at this point. Let's keep exploring. An Azi. Looks kind of like a dust man or dust woman, maybe. Yeah, dust woman, probably. You see a sickly Githzerai woman. Oh, she's a Gith. She is hunched and bent, and her constant coughing is obviously a source of pain to her. She holds a handkerchief that is practically soaking with blood, tissue, and phlegm to her face. She spies you and hisses. Is this gonna be about Dakon? Again? Okay, who are you? Maybe I should start with greetings? She stares at you and speaks a few mumbled words to Dakon. Is this because he's a pariah? Apparently. Allegedly. Dakon glances at you and says, "She cannot understand your speech. She says she is dying." Huh. What's she dying of then? Her name is Anazi. She says she used to work in a meat curing house here until a half-month ago, when the illness became too much for her to bear. She was abandoned, evicted from her home, and left for dead. Speech pains her, and her illness has crippled much of her mind. She says there is nothing she can give you of value. Well, I mean, I don't really need her to give me anything of value. Maybe she knows something cool, though. You know, information would be nice. And know that she will not recover. I can't put her out of her misery. That is all. As a Zerth of the people, it is my responsibility to provide an alternative. Well, then you should be merciful, I guess. I'm not gonna tell him to make it painful. What the fuck? Why would I do that? I mean, if I wanted to roleplay an evil character, of course I would, but I don't want to do that. Be merciful, Dakon. Dakon draws his blade and waits for the woman to prepare herself. She touches the unbroken circle of Zerthimon he wears for a moment, and her face is stoic. His blade is a blur, and when he has completed the stroke, she lies bleeding on the hard stone of Sigil's streets. Well struck, Dakon. Let's go.
My journal.
I did not expect that sort of an encounter here. Wow. She doesn't need the gold anymore. Or the coppers. Wow, okay. Interesting. This kind of lets us in on another bit of Gith culture, you know? So we've got like how would I even depth this? Like honor killings or mercy killings? Like mercy killings have this sort of tradition among the Gith, it seems. It doesn't seem like this was something that they agreed on ad hoc. It almost seems like she expected this of him, you know? Well, sorry we couldn't do anything more for her. Now we have a Godsman guard here, so is this the headquarters of the Godsman? Is that where we should go next? Well, if we can unlock the door, but I feel like the guards might actually get angry at us for unlocking the door. He just said something, I missed it. Maybe we should wait until we get invited for some reason. You know, maybe we talk to someone or someone will come with us. I will definitely remember that... oh, it doesn't even appear in the... I will definitely remember this place, and we will come back in case nothing special happens, no invitations or nothing like that, but... what is this? This appears to be a siege tower. The walls are scarred and pitted. It has seen many a battle in its lifetime. Okay. A siege tower, interesting. And we have a character called Yemin here. The man has rough, leathery skin with a pale yellow cast and gaunt features. His face is angular, his nose is small and highly placed, and his ears taper to points. A tracery of tattoos and scars cover his body. Tracery? What a cool word. He is dressed in strange, gaudy leathers that look more ornamental than combat-ready. His eyes are like two small black stones, and they track you as you approach. Before you reach him, Dakon pauses. I would caution you against speaking to this Githyanki. Oh, Githyanki? That's right. I was like, what a strange question. What's a Githyanki? But no, true. Until now, we've been dealing with the Githzerai, right? Githzerai. I mean, the Zerai is definitely derived from Zerthimon. You know, we have words like Zerth. And Githyanki would presumably be either the same race, but culturally very divided to the point where they don't worship Zerthimon or revere Zerthimon, or another race altogether, you know, maybe with common ancestry with the Githzerai, but what's a Githyanki then?
Updated my journal.
And I was right. Githyanki and Githzerai were once of common stock. We were slaves and food for the Illithids, mind flayers, who devoured our lives in order to succor their own. Ah, okay, this all ties back to the Githyanki. That's true. I mean, to the Illithids. That's right. I think there might have been a mention of that now that I think about it. One of our ancestors, the warrior queen Gith, led us to victory against the Illithids, and we escaped. We have waged unending war on the mind flayers ever since. However, there was disagreement over the future of our people. Upon the blasted plains, our leader Zerthimon made the pronouncement of two skies, and steel was bared. One race became two. It is a rift that cannot be crossed peacefully. The pronouncement of two skies. Again, sounds like a huge part of their culture. I mean, how could it not be, realistically? With such a sudden divide of the race into two? I don't like you. I don't like that you keep saying that this rift cannot be crossed peacefully, though. You keep saying things like that about your own people, you know, about other Gith. I want to talk to them. I mean, I know that you're advising me not to talk to them, but I want to do that. I want to learn, you know, I want to build bridges, as cliche as that sounds. So, we're going to speak to him anyway. Dakon nods. I like how he's just phlegmatic like that. He's like, man, you really shouldn't do this. And I'm like, I'll do it anyway. And he's like, sure. I very much like that about Dakon. The Githyanki has been watching your approach and seems to ignore you entirely. Dakon who wails on the walls of Shrak'd'lar. An unexpected surprise. He draws his weapon. That's not the best opening. The con who wails on the walls of Shirak the lore. The con's past is catching up to him again, it seems. The con also draws his blade. Yimin, your blood shall corrode the flagstones of the street. Stop it, you guys. Can't we all just be friends? It sounds like they know each other personally. I mean, it seems like they did know each other personally once, and honestly, it seems to be the case for a lot of the Gith that we meet. Is it that all the Gith just know each other, or is it that that there are so few of them? I mean, I think it's just the fact that you know, we're in this one place, all of us. But I don't know. It's something that kind of struck me as, well, not odd, but interesting. I will stand between them and yell out "stop" dramatically. The Con speaks to you, though he never takes his eyes off his opponent. Hold fast and do not stand between our blades. Let it go, Dakan. Dakan speaks to the Githyanki. Yimin, this is not a place of battle. The entire multiverse is our battlefield, dog. There are no sanctuaries. There is no peace. You shall die. The Githyanki attacks. Well, we tried. So, I am inclined to let them fight, but one thing is stopping me. The fact that Dakon's health is halfway depleted. And I'm actually not sure if that's going to have an impact on what really happens here. I mean, we can always raise Dakon, right? We have the power to raise our companions from the dead. So we will let them fight it out honorably.
I hear your words. I am wounded.
Okay.
I shall serve.
Let's run away. Wow, this did not work out. What do we have here? Yes, magic missiles would be really nice right about now. Maybe once more, because we can.
In Saruman's name.
How much health does he have? Can I not show? Can I not see his health? Maybe I shouldn't have taken control of Dakon at all. Maybe I was just not supposed to do that. It's kind of too late, isn't it? Vilquar's eye, then.
There can only be two skies.
Okay, we have more Githyanki soldiers coming in. This is not good. This is, okay, we need to do something about this. First of all, armor. Holy shit, there are so many of them. What do I do here? I feel like this has gone way out of control.
I'm gone.
I'm honestly inclined to run away from here, but where do I run though? Like, they're gonna follow us everywhere. They're not very fast, which is my one chance, I suppose. We can't really use these. Oh god, what do I do here? I'm not equipped for this at all. Anna is no great fighter, and her health is also halfway gone. Dakan is almost dead, and Mort is not around. What the hell do I do here? So, what happens if I just let them kill me? Because there's very little I know to do right now. Man, this is not good. I think I'll just keep running. I really feel like stopping and trying to fight them would not be good for our health right now. Yimin is there, by the way. He's not even with them. He's just standing in that one place. Okay, sure. You know what? Let's fuck him up. Yeah. There you go, Yimin. That's what you get for calling your cronies. And I guess we'll just start fighting then. I mean, maybe like guerrilla tactics, like hit them once and run away, or, you know. It seems to be working out so far. It would be nice to focus on the one that's the most injured though, but it's not very easy, is it? At least they're not... They don't seem to be hitting us at the moment, so... It seems like our chances are better than I thought. But yeah, stopping and getting into a prolonged fight like that is not great, is it?
I'm hurt.
Oh, cool. I'm dying.
Done.
Interesting, they seem to be focused on me. So if I do... What do I do here, honestly? Vilquar's Eye only works on one of them, so that doesn't even work. I suppose I'll do a magical orb of protective energy.
Done.
Should have probably done that sooner. Can I heal myself up? Yep. That's very much what I need to do right now. I'll take 2 Claw Charms here. Gakon will run away for a bit. Anna will also run away because this is not a good situation, is it? Now I'm getting attacked by this guy, sure.
All right.
So am I even using the correct weapon here? I feel like there's got to be a better weapon than that. What about the Bone Dagger? Oh, let's try it. Nothing to lose at this point. So if I die here, like if the Nameless one dies, what's gonna happen here? Will I just appear back at the mortuary? Maybe I should pick those keys back up before that happens. Anna is gone. Cool. Man, I suck at melee fights. This is not working out. Blood Bridge maybe? I don't know. Gakon, heal yourself up, man.
Your will be done.
Oh, never mind, he's dead. Okay.
I'm hurt.
Oh, we
I'm
are
gone.
so dead here. We are actually so dead. Can I raise dead mid-fight? I feel like that wouldn't really help us anyway. This one would have been nice to use before everyone died. You know what?
I'm
Just
hurt.
kill me, man. Just kill me, guys. I'm
it
done with
end
this.
Like this. Oh,
Oh wait, I'm back here?
all right.
Okay, how does that make sense? And they still keep coming. Fun. And of course, they are all still here. I guess I'll just keep attacking. Seriously, why am I not getting any hits in? I am proficient with edged weapons, right? Yeah. Scroll of Ice Knife, huh? Would have been nice to learn Ice Knife. I guess I'll just wear them all down like that. That is, if the damage
I'm
persists
hurt.
between me
Don't
dying.
let it end like this.
Well, it's ended like
All
this.
right. Feel all stiff.
But now there are only 4, so this tactic seems to work out, as incredibly stupid as it is. And gamey, and just
Don't let
overall
it end like this.
does not make me feel very well, but
All right. Feel all
but it works. Man, the combat in this game...
Damn. I'm hurt.
It really isn't one of the game's
Don't let
strengths, is it?
Like this.
I mean, I know I suck at the combat, but I feel like it's not just me.
Damn.
I feel like this is not a great combat system.
I'm hurt. Die.
This is some riveting gameplay right here.
Don't let it end like this.
Interesting that I keep appearing here, though. I think it's because of story reasons, because I kept progressing
Someone's bowels.
until the lower ward.
I'm hurt.
Does that mean I no longer have access to the mortuary, at least for the moment? Or is it really the case that you just appear in a specific place that's in the general location that you're at, you know? Which for me would be now the lower ward. Like if I die in the hive, I appear in the mortuary, but if I die here, I guess I just appear here. I guess that's just what happens. Well, that was fun. Now let's get to raising dead, if I can. Of course, you have to do it like that. I forgot. So yeah, he wakes up with only 1 hit point. So even if I did raise him mid-fight, it really wouldn't have been useful for anything. Well, we are now almost dead. All of us.
I'm
For a
gone.
change. But they are also dead, and they seem to have left behind quite a lot of interesting things. Oh no, wait, that's us. That's our inventories.
It is I.
Wait, that makes no sense. I raised them from the dead, so why are there things on the ground? So if I raise them, do they drop some of their things? Because Anna was definitely carrying all of this stuff, right?
Endure.
But Dakon's things?
In enduring grow strong.
Oh, I think these are just quest items, right? So quest items stay on him, but the rest gets dropped, I think. Huh. Weird. Very weird. But sure, I'll just pick up the stuff
Why not?
there. Anything else around here? I don't even want to talk to... You know what?
I'm gone.
I will not talk to Kina right now. I feel like I would not like the result here. Let's just keep exploring a bit further in that direction. Did I save yet? I wanted to save. I'm not sure if I did. So let me just do it. Let's keep exploring a bit further in that direction and hopefully find something new instead of running for my life. This ruined wagon is quite useless. Cool. I'm glad to have learned that information. Help these people pay their bid to society. So these are slaves. Yeah, I did see right before. We have male slaves, we have female slaves, we have Deran, who seems to be the slave owner, slave merchant. And 4 Harmonium officers, no less, to guard them. Alright. What have you got? You see a boisterous auctioneer. He is very animated and does a lot of shouting, yelling, and stomping. He seems to have a tendency toward melodrama and makes a lot of strange facial expressions as he waves his arms. Well, greetings. He glances at you and motions to the crowd that he's taking a break. Well, 1,000 greetings do I bestow on you, sir. He does a double take when he notices your scars. You know, I take one look at you with my discerning eye, and I see a man in the market for some healing charms. I mean, I have even more scars than usual right now. Do you have any charms then? He gives you a shocked look and gestures grandly at himself. Do I, Deran, have any charms? He pauses for effect. No, sir, I do not. However, don't let that fact discourage you. I have plenty of other items for sale. He points to the rear of the auction block, where a group of people stands in chains. So you sell slaves? He shakes his head. No, sir. These are indentured servants, not slaves. I mean, my UI tells me otherwise. Not right now, but it clearly said slave before. For the most part, they are guilty of minor crimes. The proceeds from their sale go toward paying their debts to the city. After their term of servitude, they will be free citizens once again. Well, interesting that the only thing I can say here is the truth. It still sounds like slavery to me. It sounds like a good way to pay their debt to society. I mean, indentured servitude is better than slavery, and it can be a good way to pay off your debts. I would need to know a lot more about the details of this, because like in ancient well, just in the ancient civilizations in general, let's take the Bible, for example. So the biblical sort of concept of slavery is basically indentured servitude, from what I understand. So there would be people who would sell themselves voluntarily into this form of slavery to pay off their debts. Now, I'm not sure if that's the case for these people. They seem to be guilty of minor crimes, so they're presumably not fine with being here. Like, they did not sell themselves into this voluntarily. That's also indicated by the fact that there are 4 guards here to keep watch. But, well, maybe what you're saying is... what you're saying is better than outright slavery, of course, but it still kind of sounds like slavery to me. He gives you a bright smile. I don't concern myself with such thoughts. My task is to sell their contracts as given by the courts of Sigil. He lowers his voice as he leans in closer. And collect a percentage for my efforts, you understand? He straightens. Uh-huh. So, yeah. You're just in it for the money, of course. I mean, how could you be in it for anything else? What crimes did they commit, then? He shrugs his shoulders in an exaggerated way. I don't know for certain, but I would guess theft, assault, or not being able to pay their debts. Those are the most common transgressions. Well, you seem awfully unconcerned for these people that you're trying to sell off. I have some questions for you, then. He shakes his head. Little time for such wigwag, friend. There's dealing to be done. Speak quick. Who are you? Well, Deran the slave merchant, but who are you? Deran's the name, friend. Can it be you have not heard of me? I'm wounded, verily I am. He smiles wider at the feigned wound. No one finer or more well known for bringing people who want people a little closer together. Huh. He points to the rear of the auction block where a group of people stands in chains. Do you be wanting someone, friends? Friend? Okay, we asked about this already. Can you tell me about this ward? He gestures grandly about him. This, sir, is the lower ward, home of the common people and little else of interest. The only items worth mentioning would be the foundry, the open-air market, and the siege tower. Actually, yeah, we just ran into the siege tower, so tell me about that. A true mystery, even to me. It simply appeared one day. None can gain entry, and nothing has ever left it. That is strange, isn't it? Why is it even called the siege tower, then? I guess it looks like a siege tower. What does a siege tower even look like? I guess it looks like a siege tower, but, huh. None can gain entry and nothing has ever left it? What? Does this have something to do with me helping the city give birth to a new quarter or something like that? A new ward? Huh. Well, I guess we will find out sooner or later. Tell me about the open-air market. The market lies south of here and caters to nearly every need. I recommend you visit it, of course. And a foundry. He opens his arms and looks toward the sky. The workshop of all creation, where steel and a person's soul is shaped into works of art, and creation itself can be changed within its walls. He returns his gaze to you. So say the godsmen. Well, what do you think about the godsmen? He smiles. A noble faction. All can become gods if they simply learn enough during their lifetimes, that they grow, develop, and become better spirits. Can you think of a nobler faction? Does it mean you're one of them, or are you just, sympathetic? Well, I haven't really learned much from you, to be honest. I very much, by the way, I very much appreciate how the local thugs don't actually attack you. They just walk around menacingly. I enjoy that much more than the thugs in the hive. I was not gonna go there. I was gonna check out the roof or whatever that was, but sure. Now we're in the warehouse. A strangely shaped container with secure binding is sealing it. What could be in it? It's definitely, wine. Sure. These crates are made of very sturdy stock. They must contain heavy items. And then we have a floating head? Is that a mimmer? Can mimmers look like that? Or is that... What even is that? It doesn't even... Like, it does look like a skull, but it also looks like a pillow because of the of the four spiky parts there.
Done.
Vault of the Ninth World? Man, what did I just walk into? Let's oh, can I not go around and talk to these people? Oh. Okay, I guess that these crates are all in the way. That's an interesting level design there. We have Lena, Conal, and Otis. Huh. Well, let's go left to right, I guess. You see a middle-aged woman, her face care-lined and compassionate. She looks like she's led a hard life. Can I help you with something, stranger? What is this place? This is a storehouse. I'm the supervisor. Things get stored here, things get taken out of here. She shrugs. Not much to tell, really. Oh, well, I kind of expected more? But I'm sure there is more. She's just not telling us, you know? What about you, Conal? You see a thin, shulking man. Or skulking man. What's shulking even mean? I don't think that's a word. I think that's a word from Minecraft. Yeah, shulkers are in Minecraft. Skulking man. His long, nimble fingers quiver slightly, and he has trouble meeting your eyes when he talks to you. You have startled me. I haven't seen you around here before, stranger. What do you want from me? Okay, who are you? I'm Conal. I work here. Here, meaning, He looks at you carefully to see if you're joking. It's the Vault of the Ninth World. It's a storehouse. Didn't you read the sign when you came in? I actually tried to read the sign, but I accidentally just walked in. Well, thanks for the answer. The Vault of the Ninth World. I mean, Ninth World makes me think of an alternate plane of existence, of course. So, it doesn't really sound like a regular vault, by the way. And also, why would a vault be in a warehouse? Like, you don't get vaults in a warehouse. You get, like, crates and, you know, barrels and stuff like that. All the things that you have here. But then there's this vault thing that I can interact with or talk to. Is it a being? Is it... What is it? Can't wait to get to it. You see a hulking man, dull-faced and slack-jawed. His muscles, however, are truly a sight to behold. He regards you steadily with his dead eyes. Ugh. Oh god, this one is not gonna tell me much, is he? Who are you? No talk me. Talk Lena. He waves his oak-like arm at the woman supervisor. Alright. I was right. What is this thing, though? Like, what are you? I feel like I should rest before interacting with you, but I have no idea where I can rest, so... You know, without going all the way back to Mebeth or Angar or whoever. Okay, it is a person. I mean, it seemed like it, but it actually talks. Welcome to the vaults of the Ninth World. How may I serve you on this fine day, Sigillian? What are you? I am the voice of the Vault of the Ninth World. I am here to serve you, the customer. Instruct me in what you desire. Oh, I can... Well, I just hit my mic, sorry. I'd like to store something? Claim something? Huh? So is this where I can store items? I'd like to store something. I'm sorry, we seem to be full up at the moment. Can I do anything else for you? Oh. Well, I thought this was supposed to be a huge storehouse, though. Well, yes. The head sounds a little embarrassed. Only we ran out of space and there's something a little fishy going on around here and I don't know what. The gist of the matter is this. We don't really accept items for storage anymore. Huh. Then I have a few questions? Of course! What can I do for you? I guess I'm doing like this sort of modern robotic assistant voice by instinct. It's not really robotic the way I do it, but an advanced AI assistant or something like that. Like maybe a VI, like the one from Mass Effect or something like that. Anyway, claim something? I mean, how could I really claim something if I can't store anything here? But sure. I'd like to claim something. And what was it you were looking for, exactly? Oh, a large bag of coins, sure. We have a bag of coins like the one you describe. Sir, I'll just need to find out one thing from you. How much was in it? Somehow this guess feels right. 1123 coins? Is this because of my high wisdom or intelligence or anything like that? Is this like something out of my memories? 1123 coins. Here you go, sir. Thanks for storing your goods at Vault of the Ninth World. Can I get you anything else? Wow, okay, that worked. Amazing. I guess you could answer a few more questions for me. Why is this place called the Vault of the Ninth World? Yeah, that's really what I want to know. Frankly, I have no idea. I think the owners thought that it would be a clever name or something. Is this place really as big as a world? No, it's just a marketing exaggeration. There's a lot of space here, but not that much. No, it's actually the marketing guy voice that I'm doing, isn't it? Of course. Oh, well, farewell, then. Farewell. We at Vault of the Ninth World value your business. Please return. Yeah, I'll bet you do. I mean, I was kind of hoping or expecting a bit more from this place. But we got our hands on a bag of coin that presumably belonged to my past self, so that's good. It's good enough for me. Lots of Harmonium officers around here. I guess this is really their territory. These barrels are probably here to catch rainwater. The only thing that fills them is dust. And let's actually check out the sign if we can. Barely legible script above this entry proclaims this building to be the Vault of the Ninth World. Of course. Stylish script around the doorframe proclaims this building as a print shop. Oh, hang on, we were supposed to go to a print shop, weren't we? Yeah. Guildspur, the auctioneer, has asked me to deliver a handbill to Scofflaw Penn, the printer, in exchange for 50 coins. Have I checked it out yet? This is the handbill Guildspur asked you to deliver to Scofflaw Penn for printing. It's nothing special, only a little promotional note for Guildspur's auctioneering services. Come one, come all to Guildspur's auction. And so forth. It's not much to read, but it certainly reflects his personality accurately. I'm embarrassed to admit, but I don't really remember Guildspur from the last episode. But let's deliver it then. Ooh, okay. So that's what I've got a message for you to run here. Take it and these coins. I'll be back with your receipt. Oh, so this guy's like a courier or, yeah, messenger. And this is Scofflaw Penn. I have to remember to... Yeah, I mean, my eyes were instantly drawn to this machine, which I guess is this world's version of the printing press. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to see something like that. Well, Mr. Penn. It's kind of funny how I have to run over by the, around the counter to talk to him. You see a thin, stooped man hunched over a desk, scribbling on a piece of paper. His hair is thinning and drab, drawn back into a ponytail, and thin spectacles adorn his hooked nose. His age could be anywhere from his early 20s to late 40s. He doesn't look up as he speaks to you. What do you want? Make it quick. Yes, Guildspur asked me to deliver a handbill to you so you can print up 100 copies. He takes the handbill from you, looks it over, and says, I'll have it for him later. Go tell him. Oh, okay, so I have to go back, just like that. Sure. First, though, I had a few questions. Do they have to do with work? What do you print? Books, pamphlets, handbills, words, letters, whatever. He amends. Though I don't do racy prints, and I won't fulfill any perversions you might want, nor do I care to ask. Well, there goes my wish for a lusty, Abishai-made pamphlet. I had a few questions again. Do they have to do with work? Well, not really. Then you're wasting your time and mine. Good day. He turns down to his desk. Don't you dare ignore me. He waves his hand, and you find yourself outside his shop. What the... Oh, okay. Who is this guy? Is he like a mage, or... What was that? That was crazy. I did not expect that at all.
All right.
Huh. Well, Scofflaw Penn is more than he seems. I will keep that in mind. What is this? Is this a... Well, I guess it's not a black Abishai, is it? But it's like a green one? Grosuk? In its lowered position, this drawbridge would give attackers access from the siege tower to the walls of a city or keep. Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess this is like a siege tower. I mean, I haven't really seen many siege towers. And definitely not ones from this world, so I was like, what does a siege tower even look like? Yeah, well... Yeah, I can see how this would help you siege a place, you know? With the bridge and all. And yes, this appears to be a siege tower. The walls are scarred and pitted. It has seen many a battle in its lifetime. Right. Huh. These crates are beginning to show signs of age. Soon they will crumple to a pile of refuse. These barrels are probably here to catch rainwater. Right. I guess let's talk to Grosuk while we're here then. You see a reptilian creature with a snake-like body, 4 clawed feet, leathery wings, and a draconian head. The scales covering his body, or its body, are a vile shade of green. The creature stands upright on its hind legs, balancing with its prehensile tail. As you approach, its eyes narrow to slits and it begins to hiss. Hello. The air around the creature begins to radiate heat, and its scales take on a pale green. A pale sheen. It gives you a hungry look and appears ready to strike. Suddenly, it releases a flurry of hisses and relaxes its stance a bit. Sssss. Go. Grosuk, no talk. Don't wait. Sssss. It glares at you as its tail lashes back and forth. So this is who Sebastian sent me to. I will have to brush up on that quest. What kind of creature are you? Every muscle on the creature seems to tense as it releases a storm of hisses. It starts to reach for you, then stops. Hate drips from its eyes when it speaks to you. Grosuk no talk. Shh. You lucky human. You go while still lucky. You stay, Grosuk shred. I'm not gonna taunt him, that seems like a stupid thing to do. Farewell then, because we talk about Sebastian in the next episode. Today's has been a little longer because I want to try making these episodes just a bit longer to sort of get more done per episode. I hope you don't mind. I hope you maybe even appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for joining me today. I've been Savle, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.